After rolling over Catanduana, Super Typhoon Pepito, also known as Manila internationally, continues to maintain some strength as it wobbles off here towards the west with a landfall likely here Sunday morning across central Luzon, right around Baler here in Aurora province, but still out of the islands here as this skirts just north of there. You're going to be looking at some significant impacts already, likely seeing a storm surge out here on the northern coastlines. That's where we're also going to be looking at still some damaging winds. Now, it is still a potent storm system, but we are seeing a bit of an eye wall replacement cycle, allowing it to weaken just a little bit. But when that happens, we also see an expanse in the wind field. So there is still a lot going on here with this storm system. Plenty of impacts to talk about here, so let's break it down. Let's take a look at current conditions though. And right now, yeah, this is Manila according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. Remember, that's the international name on it. Wind speed is at 195 kilometers per hour. Now, the key thing I'm noting is pressure down to 920 hectopascals as it pushed over Catanduanes. Now moving towards north and west. As I mentioned, it's going through a little bit of weakening up to 935 hectopascals. That means pressures rose just a tiny bit, but it's still a dangerous storm system, guys. This is still potent. We still have a decent outflow off here towards the north, inflow down towards the south, bringing scattered showers, heavy rainfall at times across parts of the Bicol region, even parts of region 2 already starting to see some of that inflow wrap in there. But I think the core of the storm, that's where you're still going to see the worst of the weather here around Aurora when it comes on shore. A lot of people have been asking about Manila. More than likely just tropical storm strength conditions into the metro NCR area, but still enough gusts to kind of toss around debris. My main concern for the NCR is going to be river level rises as we go ahead through the course of Monday, even after the storm system passes off towards the west. And I'll talk more about that in just a second. But let's talk about, another look at satellite imagery. I'm going through the different infrared imageries here, kind of showing those colder cloud tops and how this is still a very potent and dangerous storm. With that landfall at 155 kilometers per hour, 955 HBA at landfall according to JMA. I think it could be even lower than that though. They're expecting a gradual weakening, but the good news is it's going to weaken significantly once it slams into the Sierra Madre Mountains. Traverses across the Magat area, so Aurora heading across parts of Carino, extending back towards Pangasinan, La Union, Benguet, of course Bagyong, higher elevations, all under signal force 3. I wouldn't be surprised if 4 might get extended a little bit further towards the west here, especially along the west coast. Typhoon conditions are possible in some of those areas. And of course 4 extending all the way down towards the south. 5 only placed at this time here in the islands just off towards the east, Polillo Islands. I always say that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. But you know who you are, and you know that you're already looking at those conditions. Significant storm surge along the east coast, possible upwards about 3 to 5 meters. This is not high on Yolanda level surge, but definitely an issue along those northern coastlines, as I mentioned, and off here towards the east. And of course, into Pangasinan, I think you could see a surge as you see the kind of the winds wrapping around along ahead of this. So heading through this morning, in about noontime, we're going to be looking at some of the stronger winds kind of kicking in from the north, and that could create an issue for low-lying areas into Pangasinan. So something, just the bay rate here, I'm a little concerned about. As our storm moves off towards the west, though, sheer, dry air, cold surge is all going to continue to weaken it. A closer look at what I was just talking about here. So, of course, this is going to come on shore into Aurora. Casiguran, I'm probably going to be seeing some pretty decent conditions as it kicks off there towards the east. Baller, by the way, is where videographer James Reynolds and Josh Morgan are our typhoon chasers that we see them all over the world. If they are in your neighborhood, it's worse than Jim Cantori showing up. That is no bueno if they're near your house. They are in Baller out there today. But you can see here through the morning, yeah, we got that winds coming on shore into Pangasinan. Maga Dam, I'm a little concerned about. They already just had to release water last week due to our previous multiple typhoons. And they got more rain on top of what they've already been seeing. So the Cagayan River is also going to be looking at some water level rises. Maybe not because Cagayan province is seeing rain. They're probably going to see less than 20 millimeters. But upstream in the watershed areas is where we're going to be seeing some of the heaviest precipitation. And then our storm system, tracking off towards the west by Monday afternoon into the evening. Vastly drier, vastly improving conditions to allow to clean up here. Here's a look at the rainfall totals, though. Yeah, 300 millimeters, maybe up to 400 millimeters along the East Coast. So that includes that landfall and Baller. We're going to be looking at serious flood threat out there for you guys. But as mentioned, water levels could rise even into Manila, despite the fact, that we're not seeing a lot of rain here. This is indicating 10 to 40 millimeters into the NCR. But rainfall's here. Where's it going to go? Downstream. And that's where I think on Monday, water level rises could be an issue for Manila along those low-lying classic flood-prone areas here. So heaviest of the rain into Aurora, extending back towards Bagyong, Pangasinan, Carino. Maybe not so much in the Manila, but yeah, you're going to see that precip there. And of course, across the Bicol region, which, remember Christine, I feel for you guys. Christine brought devastating flooding out there, and some people still recovering from that storm system. Another closer look at what I'm talking about here. Always remember time frame right there in the top right of your screen. Our storm system kicking overhead and moving off towards the west. Pangasinan right here, as I mentioned, flood thrown for that storm surge possibility. San Fernando, definitely could be looking at the winds coming up the coast here. And then the mountains there around Baguio, squeezing out that moisture once it kicks overhead here on Sunday. But look at Monday, Tuesday, maybe over towards Wednesday. Vastly improving conditions once it kicks on by. As I mentioned, that cold surge sets up. It actually will be breezy behind the storm into Cagayan, Pari area because of those winds that'll be kicking on through. Our storm could actually impact Hainan, but I don't really believe a significant impact. Definitely not typhoon level by any means. The broader picture, this actually shows that surge quite significantly coming down towards the south. Big waves in the West Philippine Sea, even back towards the north. The good news with a surge like this, it brings in cooler, drier air, and also it settles the tropics. Given the fact that we've had 6 back-to-back storms, we need a little settling here, and I don't see anything in the long-range forecast. So for Manila, a lot of people have been asking about this. Tropical storm strength winds there, heavy at times possible here on our Sunday. Rainfall into the morning here on our Monday, but it will be improving by the evening with temperatures high 20s to low 30s, kind of modified a bit just because of that cloud cover. With Tuesday and the Wednesday, the clouds are still going to be there, but they'll back off, and by the end of the week, plenty of sunshine to just soak it up, take a deep breath. We won't have any typhoons, I guess, to worry about as those rainfall and those chances back off. And this says Manila, but that's really is the case for Luzon. 100% on Sunday, Monday in the morning, then by Tuesday and the Wednesday, rain chances outside of a few isolated afternoon showers. Taking a break here and taking a back seat. For Tacloban, yeah, it's 30 degrees there, 26. Cebu's at 32 here with those isolated afternoon showers. Palawan, all of this is staying towards your north, but on Monday, you're probably going to get some decent surf coming in from the north there as this tracks off towards the west. But then we scoot off here, and of course, that landfall, once again, heaviest of the rainfall here across the Sierra Madre Mountains into Pangasinan, Manila, 28 degrees there for you. And we zoom right in. Yeah, you got that heavy precip. As I mentioned, Cagayan, which water level is still high from our last storm, you still could see some showers, but I think the heavier stuff will be just down towards the south as this tracks across central Luzon. And another look at your broader picture here with our storm heading off towards the west. There's that big high pressure, the cold surge coming in, windy conditions for Okinawa over towards Taiwan. And then you look at the broader picture. I don't have anything popping up in the long range forecast for now. That's always the key thing, right? Hey, if you watch this whole update, thank you very much. Know that information though from your official sources. I can only post updates every so often, right? I got to sleep sometimes. I also got a full-time job that I also work on the weekends, unfortunately. So check in with Pagasa. Also check our Facebook page, Western Pacific Weather. We're not official, but we do have some stuff there. Prepare to evacuate if needed, especially if people are asking you to, guys. This storm is dangerous. And even if you aren't directly impacted by the core of it, which it is a tight storm, know that flood waters can rise quickly, especially if you're in one of those flood-prone areas. We'll wrap up with this. A big thanks for our Patreon members. We just got a new Super Typhoon member, Philip there. Philippe, maybe? Hope I'm saying your name right. Huge thanks for you. If you followed our stream and all these fantastic graphics here from Metro Weather, it's their Weatherscape XT. It's a fantastic system. It's not free, and I'm looking for more upgrades and everything for that. The reason why we're able to do that, I'm a YouTuber, and I can get TV-level graphics that you see here, is because of our Patreon members. So if you like this stuff, you find it useful, it's helped you out during these storms, please check out our Patreon. Link is down below. All right. As always, thanks for watching. And number one thing, of course, friends, please stay safe out there. We're going to continue to track this storm system, a potent Typhoon Pepito, continuing to impact the Philippines here and tracking off towards the west with that landfall. As we go ahead through this morning to about noontime and then continuing to impact central Luzon through this afternoon, heading into your Sunday night. Stay safe out there, friends.